All right, so it is back in bicep day. Well, should be pretty fucking obvious. I'm on the lat pull down machine, so if I was setting up on the lat pull down machine, but it wasn't back in biceps, you guys might need to be a little worried about my mental well-being. But yeah, I mean, really. So the first 4 sets of today's workout is gonna be, you know, nothing new. Some good sets of lat pull down. But I do have a few different back exercises that I've seen online that I really, really want to try. So yeah, like this will be, the usual. But I mean, you really can't go wrong with that pull downs. It's it's a really good back lat exercise specifically. That and pull ups is like the top two. But yeah, like I said, there's actually two specifically uh, different back exercises that I want to try today. Maybe even a third one. I've seen like 3 or 4 that I really want to try, but I also don't want to do too many new exercises because a lot of you probably know anytime you do a new exercise, it can, you know, provide different stimulus and therefore it can make you a little more sore the next day or two or maybe even longer. So if I throw in too many new exercises all in one workout, uh, you know, it can almost make you too sore. It can affect the next 2 or 3 days after whatever workouts you're doing. So I don't necessarily want that, but I think for sure there is two that I want to do today. So yeah, we will. You know, I've already went through my warm ups. So yeah, right now there's really not much more to say. I'm gonna get this first set in and kind of you know, see what I'm feeling like today. I don't know if you guys are picking up on it, but if you do, you'll see how I'm kind of, you know, the eccentric's pretty slow, and I'm trying to get a really good stretch at the top of the lat pull down. I mean, to build the most muscle, that's very important. Get that good stretch, and it also takes away the momentum, which kind of helps ensure that whenever you start to initiate that pull or initiate the lift, that you're getting as little momentum as possible. So then you get a lot more focus and a lot more stimulus on actually contracting that muscle as you go through the lift. So now it can put a little hit on the ego if you're not used to doing your reps like that. So if you have to, I mean, drop the weight a little bit, And then over time, you'll get stronger. You'll get more used to that tempo. And then obviously you'll build more fucking muscle. So it's like I said, if you want to build the most muscle, that's one of the best ways to do it. One of the best, tempos and ways to lift and do your reps. But yeah, honestly, again, I'm bad about this. I gotta get better. I didn't even count how many reps I did just now. So, I just kind of went until I felt like I maybe had one or two more. That was it. But 2 or 3 more good sets like that, and yeah, I'll move on to some bicep. Oh my god, that hurt in the best way possible. Oh fuck, I gotta say, I think it's about time to retire this shirt. I've had it for like, I don't know, like 2 or 3 years or something, and I haven't worn it in probably, well, shit. I mean, it's been so long I can't even remember. It's been several months, and it's a lot tighter than I remember, which again, pretty fucking cool. But yeah, I think it's about time to retire this shirt. I don't like fucking. I don't like when shirts are like this, man. It's so tight. My fucking titties are pulling it up as I'm like moving around. It's really annoying. But anyways, oh my god, enough talk about my titties. Uh, I think 2 more sets here, and it'll be nice, and lats will be nice and primed. I swear, the main reason I wouldn't use straps on most of my back exercises, I fucking hate putting them on. And you know what? I could admit, you know, I was being a little lazy, yeah, but I finally saw the light and seen how much it's worth putting or using the straps. So, I'll deal with the pain in the ass that they are. Started losing feeling in my hands a little bit on that. Shit. But I may to eventually. I don't know. Use a different machine or something. But I'm adding all these little weights to try to make the weight as heavy as I want for how many reps I'm getting, and it's just you know, you can only add so many weights before it's just not ideal. You know what I mean? I'm sure this cable is only registered for, the amount of weight that's on the machine. So you start adding too much and it's dangerous, and, you know, it starts to put the equipment at risk, and then which, puts you at risk. So, I mean, for now, it's good. So, but yeah, one more. Oh my God. You guys will never believe it. You'll never fucking believe it. But I'm gonna do a drop set here. It should be no surprise at this point. I'm a huge believer in drop sets. Now it really depends on how many working sets you do. So if you're in here at the gym and you're doing 15 or 20 working sets of a body part, yeah, then drop sets might not be ideal for you to throw in too often. But like me, if you're doing, I've cut my volume back a little bit. So if you're doing like me, anywhere from 10 to 13 or 14 working sets, yeah, then you can, on the very last set of each exercise, throw in a drop set. Whether you want to count them or not as extra sets is up to you, but it can give you an extra, 3 or 4 sets, but at lighter weight, and just, just increase the pump. Yeah, but anyways, shit. Here I go again. It's supposed to be a drop set, and I can't shut up. Woo-hoo. That felt really good. Yeah, so, probably do some kind of machine curl. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking right now, anyways. Okay, so for my arm training, I'm still, like 2-3 weeks ago, I think I said I'm gonna dial back the amount of volume specifically on my arm training quite a bit. So I'm still incorporating that. it's not really my main focus because I feel like my arms are just a little bit, maybe even more than a little bit. I mean, but they're ahead of mostly everything else. so so yeah, like today, I'll probably only do like 6 to 8 sets of bicep compared to, you know, at least 12 sets of back, maybe even a little more. So yeah, I mean, I still, I don't want to lose any arm size or development. So, 6 to 8 sets is enough to, basically I'm trying to maintain, you know what I mean? So I'm not really going to increase weight too much with my arm training like I'm going to try with everything else. I'm going to, just maintain, still get a good arm pump in, train them enough to maintain. And yeah, you know, really nothing else to really say about it, but it's a good idea to do that. Like you need to be able to look at yourself in a mirror and see where you're lacking, and maybe not even lacking. You just might be, you might be good everywhere, but maybe your shoulders are a little bit better than everything else. So to try to balance it out, just you know do a little less shoulders and more everything else, and don't try to increase the weight with all your shoulder movements. But try to get stronger with still good reps and all that. But try to get stronger with everything else to even that out over time. Yeah, but let's get this first set in. Oh, I don't know why, but that set was way harder than the first one. Hmm. Oh. Anyways, one more here. I'm kind of undecided if I want to do a drop set here. I know I say that all the time, but I really, like I said, biceps and triceps, I'm kind of just down our back a little bit. So I don't know if I'll do a drop set. If I want to do a drop set with biceps, maybe I might wait till like the very last set of the last exercise that I do for biceps, and then maybe throw one in there or something. But yeah, I don't think I'll do one here. So just one more set here, and then I'm gonna move on to one of the. It's not a new exercise, but for me, I've never done it with this specific setup that I'm gonna try here in a minute. So yeah, I'll move on to that next, and you guys kind of see. I mean, a lot of you may have already seen, this setup before for it, but if not, you'll see what I'm talking about. Uh, Okay. Let's move on to back. It's really nothing fancy, but it's a lot like, I used to call them lawnmowers, but you know, a row. So a lot of people will stand like this and do them, which, you know, there's nothing really wrong with that. But in order to get a better stretch at the bottom, you know, I'll turn and face the weight, grab it. Of course, I'm going to have to find exactly where I want my body to be. Like I said, I've never really done it with this setup, but grab it like this, and you can stretch really good, and then roll it up. Now, see, I'm going to have to find a better, yeah, but you guys get the idea. I almost kind of wish I had something to stand on. I actually might, I don't know, I might walk around the gym and see if I can find something to, you know, just give me, even if it's like an extra 4 inches, get me off the ground a little more. I can stretch really good at that bottom. But yeah, I mean, you guys can see it's uh it's basically just, instead of doing it with a dumbbell, you know, you're doing it with a bar that's set in place, and it takes the instability out of it a little bit, and you can just focus on getting that good contraction and stuff. But yeah, I'm gonna take a quick lap around the gym and see if I can find something. If not, you know, we'll make this work. Well, kind of sucks, but I couldn't find anything that really would work to get me elevated off the ground more. So I'll if I have to, I'll turn like this. You know, honestly, I might get a better stretch doing it like that, but I'm gonna try it the way I like to do it first and kind of see. Oh, pretty good. Weight was a little light, so I'll up the weight on the next sets. But initial thoughts is, you know, felt pretty good. So we'll keep going. Yep. 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 Uh, well, honestly, I think I think it might be better the way that, well, the way that I was saying that I don't normally do it, and just stand, you know, just right next to it and roll it up. For this type of setup, I think it'll be better. And I have no problem admitting when I was wrong. that's why it's very important to have, you know, if you've never done a certain exercise, have 2 or 3 feel out sets and really make sure you got it dialed in exactly how you want to do it with the right weight. Yeah, I'm gonna add another 25 on and keep going. Up. So I actually threw a 25 and a 10 on. I don't know. I just had a feeling I needed a little bit more than just one more 25 after that first set. So I'm glad I did. I felt pretty good. Yeah, I'll hit one more left arm and then probably two more sets after that. Yeah. I will say, the more sets I'm getting in here, the more I'm liking it. So, especially with changing my stance, the way that it's traditionally supposed to be. If I was doing this with a dumbbell, like most people do, I'd stand the way that I like to stand, like I showed you earlier. But for this setup, oh fuck, I already said it. I just think it's better to stand straight, like I just did. Just better it's just better, basically. Fuck, I don't need to say nothing else. Well, I think one more set, each arm will, I think that'll do it. Oh man. Oh. Man, yeah, whenever you do a lift like that, that requires a lot more, it's a lot more full body. You know what I mean? Like it requires more muscles just in general, like this. Because like when you're on a machine and you're doing a row, you're sitting down. Most of that, a lot more of that is just on your lats. But when you're standing like this, bent over, just in general, it just requires a lot more muscles. And that can be a lot more taxing. So, either make sure you don't go too heavy, and if you do, don't do too many sets like that. If you want to go really heavy, maybe do a set or two, really heavy, and then back the weight down for another set or two. If not, it can kind of affect the rest of your workout. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I'm gonna move on to something for biceps. At this point, I don't really know, but I'll figure it out. All right, so for these curls, really nothing special. I did them, I think it was 2 weeks ago, but yeah, like I said, this is the one that I I seen that guy talking about. He was at a gym where Phil Heath was, and again, if you don't know anything about Phil Heath, he had some of the best arms ever in bodybuilding, and he watched him go grab, nothing heavy. Like I got at 70s here. He grabbed a pretty moderate weight, and you just slightly crouch forward like this, and you just curl straight up at a pretty slow and controlled pace. And yeah, like I said, Phil Heath had some of the best arms ever. So if you want to copy anybody, that'd be one guy. So yeah, like I said, I did him a couple weeks ago, and you know, it doesn't require much weight, and it works. So it's kind of the best of both worlds. But do about 3 sets here, and honestly, chances are I'll do a drop set too. But I'll kind of wait and see when I get to that point. Yeah, so I said go light, but that might be, I don't know, that might be a little too light. I might go up to like the 80s and see if that's a little better. Yeah, I think that was just a little too light. I mean, if I'm being honest here, that was, I don't know, I was probably a little too light, but I'm already 3 sets in, so kind of is what it is at this point. Hopefully I can, this drop set will make it pretty good. All right. So this is that other lat machine that I was wanting to try. And I will say, I have used it. I mean, honestly, I've only used it like 2-3 times. But that was like, I mean, you're talking probably years ago, like multiple years. So, like, and honestly, the main reason I didn't use it is because the grips here, they're pretty thick. And they spin a lot. So it's not ideal. But I'm hoping with these straps, it'll kind of negate that. And, it'll give me some good sets. I'm really just looking to do something a little different for back, just for a little bit. So, yeah, I mean, I got some moderate weight on there, and I don't know. I'm just gonna kind of, well, I'm just basically gonna fucking do it, and you know, hopefully it feels about as good as what I'm hoping. If it ends up not feeling, you know, even a little bit good, I don't know. I'll probably move on and, well, I don't know. There's a lot of people here, so I might just be stuck here, as much as I hate to say it. But yeah, hopefully it makes for some good sets. Shit. I don't know. I mean, initial thoughts is, I mean, it felt pretty good. So I don't know, I'll do the other arm and kind of, kind of see what it's feeling like. Yeah, so I don't know. I think I'll take the 25 off each side and throw 3 plates on there, and that should be a pretty good working weight. I should be around 12 to 15 reps there. I will say, so during that first set, I kind of noticed. I'll just show you real quick to get a better stretch. Just for this machine, instead of putting both legs under here and just pulling straight, I kind of twisted and I let this leg kind of, just kind of free roam or whatever. And then that way I could stretch really good. And then I could also, have more room to kind of twist into it and contract. And the same thing, same thing with this side. Like sometimes, I mean, yeah, machines are made, you know, they're made to lift the way they're set up. I mean, duh, right? But I think in mind for this one, I mean, it shows right here in the picture. In mind, they have doing both arms at the same time. Well, if you're doing single arm like me, well, like I said, it just, I got a better overall rep if I kind of let this leg hang out. And then same thing with this side. Sometimes you gotta shit. Sometimes you gotta play around with it to find the optimal position. Yeah, but anyways, well, let's get this second set in. I did go up in weight just a little bit, so I don't know. It might catch me off guard. You can see that stretch I'm getting here. Really stretch and then pull. Well, I'm sure you guys can tell, but on those last 2 or 3 reps on each arm, I sped the reps up just a little bit, just so I could get those extra reps. Like, not every rep has to be that, you know, I don't want to say strict. Strict's not the right word. I guess not every rep has to be that slow and controlled, but as long as most of them are. And then, like I said, at the end, you can kind of, you know, get some cheat reps or speed reps, whatever you want to call it, just so you can get more. But yeah, I'll be honest, I kind of want to go up and weight a little bit, but I only got one more set, so yeah, we'll just stick with this weight. Oh fuck, man. Well, you know what? Why not? I'm gonna do drop set. All right. Oh man. Oh, let's move on to something else. In reality, I was not planning on doing any more, biceps exercises. But considering, I mean, really, the last exercise I did, I mean, yeah, it's a good one. I really like it. But in hindsight, I should have went just a little heavier, something that had me around 15 reps. But obviously, it's too late for that. So, kind of trying to make up for it. I'm gonna do only 2 sets. They're called static arm curls. Uh, well, you know what? I'm not even gonna explain it. You guys will kind of see. I mean, you will see what what they're all about. Now with this exercise, don't go too heavy, and you'll see why. Woo! Oh boy. Uh, so I used to do these a lot, and I used to be able to do the 45s. Well, let's just say they were easier than what they just were. Uh, I guess it's been so long that you know kind of lost a little bit with them. So I'll probably go down to the 40s and yeah, get one more good set, and then probably do maybe just a couple sets of back, just kind of even it out, and then we'll go through some quick poses. One fucking more. Oh my god. Fuck, I think that's it, man. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I'm feeling pretty fucking whooped right now. Well, I, I wasn't even planning on doing a drop set here again, but I don't know. I just love drop sets, so yeah. But I'm gonna go try to find a good spot to, well, let's go through some poses real quick and then get the fuck out of here. It's safe to say I'm ready to go home at this point, which I don't say that very often when I'm in the gym, but today, today I just am. The very beginning of this workout, you know, I was feeling pretty good. I was pumped up. You know, the weights are feeling good. And then about 3/4 of the way through, it's like I just hit a wall, So, and I don't care who you are. Every now and then, that's just kind of, well, basically that's just gonna happen, no matter who the fuck you are. But also, my phone is on like, I don't know, probably 8% battery right now. So I'm gonna try to hurry up and get this protein in me, and try to get a little bit of posing in, and then then go home and get more protein in with a meal. I'll try to get a little closer here. Whew. Yeah, that workout took a lot. Fuck, it's even hard to pose right now. Let's try to get a back shot in. Oh, let's do a side real quick. Fuck. Man, I'll be honest, I got nothing else to say. This cut is, yeah, today's just one of those days. My energy just kind of went to almost zero in the span of like 10 minutes. So hopefully I got some good, some good lighting and it looks pretty cool. But yeah, I think I'm gonna end it there and like I said, go home and try to get a good healthy meal. Get a good healthy meal in.